team from the top 5 last year will also follow the same fate from the others, or whether they will break that pattern. So we will go for a very short commercial break, and we will be back at 4:15, sharp 4:15, with the live action from this exciting clash between Isipathana and Kingswood.
Cheese රසට යාළුව සෙට් එක ස්මයිලි බෙදනවා ඕන වෙලාවක ස්නැක් එක දැක්කම හිත ෆික්ස් වෙනවා සරට කැමති අය දවස පුරාවට සැරයිල්ලනවා කැලිප්සු මික්ස් එක ඕන වෙලාවක නැගලම යනවා බෝරින් ලයිෆ් එක බ්‍රේක් අප් කරගෙන සල්සා නටනවා ලුණු රටාවට අනියන් කික් එක ෆුල් හැපනින් වෙනවා අචි රටටම රස බෙදෙන මංජි රස බලකාය දැන් අලුත් වෙලා
ඕනම දෙයක් කරන්න විදියක් තියෙනවා. ඒ තමයි තමන්ගේ විදිය. ජීවිතය අත්විඳින්න, ආත්ම විශ්වාසයෙන් නැගී සිටින්න. බෝල්ඩ් ඔපම වෙන්න.
Coloma, beautiful outside and inside. Coloma, beautiful outside and inside.
ඕගොල්ලොත් එන්නේ ඉවෙන්ට් එකට. ඩ්‍රෙස් කෝඩ් එක black.
Black? No problem. නව වැඩි දියුණු කළ Dandex Active Climbasol පළමු සේදීමෙන්ම ඉස්සොරි ඉවත් කරයි. ස්වභාවික සාරයන් හිස පෝෂණය කරයි.
නටමුද?
No problem.
හැමදාම Dandex නම්
හැමදාම no problem.
Dandex හිස නිදහසේ ඉදිරියට.
ඕනම දෙයක් කරන්න විදියක් තියෙනවා. ඒ තමයි තමන්ගේ විදිය. ජීවිතය අත්විඳින්න, ආත්ම විශ්වාසයෙන් නැගී සිටින්න. බෝල්ඩ් ඔපම වෙන්න.
Coloma, beautiful outside and inside.
Introducing NeosPay, a fun way to make payments from your Neos app. For the fun of paying, #NeosPaid.
Your embrace so warm, with one more bite of Revelo for sunshine. Don't wanna miss this pouring rain, pleasing my soul. With one more bite of Revelo for the rain. This freedom takes me roads that I have never been. With one more bite of Revelo for love never felt this good. With one more bite of Revelo for love.
Enjoy the infinite possibilities of the freedom of space, inspired by the beauty of our land. Sri Lanka's finest finished, largest sized porcelain tile collection. Majestica. Lanka Tiles. Fine living redefined.
Hey, have you heard about Z?
ZZ KYC
Easy.
mobile banking crazy
Education loans and salary advances.
amazing introducing the digital youth account NDBZ NDBZ from NDB Bank. The future is banking on us.
තමයි.
The time has come, once again, for the Warriors to battle in pursuit of supremacy. Dialog Schools Rugby League. The battle for supremacy starts in June.
Season 1 දැනුම Season 2 චරිතාවලිය Season 3 ක්‍රීඩා විප්ලව
Catch the excitement real time. Be up to date with it all. Let us capture your milestones. Get it sizzling hot off the turf. Hear the experts break it down. Dig deep into the nitty-gritties. Be inspired by their greatness. Relive all the scintillating action.
The time has come, once again, for the Warriors to battle in pursuit of supremacy. Dialog Schools Rugby League. The battle for supremacy starts in June.
Season 1 දැනුම Season 2 චරිතාවලිය Season 3 ක්‍රීඩා විප්ලව
catch the excitement real time. Be up to date with it all. Let us capture your milestones. Get it sizzling hot off the turf. Hear the experts break it down. Dig deep into the nitty-gritties. Be inspired by their greatness. Relive all the scintillating action.
The time has come, once again, for the Warriors to battle in pursuit of supremacy. Dialog Schools Rugby League. The battle for supremacy starts in...
Welcome back to the live action. We are just a few seconds away from the kickoff of this encounter, the sixth encounter of Dialog Schools Rugby League 2023. This is the Kingswood lineup. Madhubhashana, Rasanjana, Dilshan, Hevage, Silva, De Silva Fernando, Ishan, Ekanayaka, Ranavira, Sikurajapati, Bandara, Ishara, Bandara and Azmi. On the Isipathana lineup, Fernando, Dinusara, Tarusha, Hetiarachi, Dodangoda, Ahmad, Gamage, Jaivira, Di Costa, Kanishka, Randimal, Boteju, Sumri, Silva and Shenal. Kingswood with the kick-off for the day. And here we go. The action has officially begun in this encounter between Isipathana and Kingswood. A good high-hanging kick and a good collection from Isipathana. As you can see, we had some rain today and it's going to be a bit... it won't be the same conditions that we had during the last 3 days here at Bogambara. A little knock forward there and the advantage will be given to Isipathana. It's going to be a scrum. The slippery ball playing a part already in this game. The ground, it's quite muddy. It won't be easy to play running rugby here at Bogambara today. So the forwards from both the teams will have a huge job on their hands today. Here's Costa will putting the ball to the scrum. An experienced campaigner who was a part of the unbeaten champs last year. Here's Kanishka gives it out to Chamat. The forward takes the ball out this time. At the halfway mark, Isipathana. As I mentioned, using their heavy forwards already in this game. Yes, Costa gives it out to Kanishka, to Chamat. And here's Costa gives the ball out to Randima, but it's a forward pass. The first error from Isipathana in this game.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Warmly welcome you in joining the Isipathana versus Kingswood this evening. Proceedings have begun, but weather seems to be not in the brighter side. Teams will have to cope and continue proceedings. Kingswood for the feed-in. Not clear, not clean ball there. Referee asking to reset. Forwards will have to put in their thinking shoes here to have a better grip along and to see how the situation will come into play, and they will have to adapt accordingly. So far, going well, both teams holding on well. Muddy and slippery situation. Hoisted kick there by the Kingswood number 10, gaining some meters. We have the first line out feed coming into Isipathana. The ball needs to be wiped out well because the hooker needs to grab a grip. A two-man line out there.
And here we go, Isipathana using their forwards here, trying to get the rolling ball working early in the game. This is brilliant from Isipathana. They're marching forward at a very fast pace here. They're still going, Isipathana, showing the strength of their forwards here. And finally, Kingswood, they have managed to stop that rolling ball. The ball is available for Isipathana. Yes, Costa, not the best of passes here, but Chamat manages to gather the ball. And yes, Costa gives it out to Kanishka. Kanishka decides to kick and chase. Rinesh Silva gives the chase, but the Kingswood number 15 manages to collect it. And yes, Kingswood with some position finally in this game. And this is brilliant. A great break from the number 4 from Kingswood, Havagay. But advantage to Isipathana College. That little run from Havagay looked promising. He managed to break the line, but unfortunately advantage given away. And as we can see, one of the Kingswood players, they're down on the ground already. Hopefully everything is okay with him. If you're just wondering why the ground is so muddy, we had rain, consistent rain from morning, around from 8 a.m. today. We had rain, we've had drizzling for a long time, and we had heavy rains now and then as well. So that's the reason why the ground is so muddy and slow, slippery at the moment. Now, we had 3 very good days here at Bogambara to play rugby, but unfortunately on this final day of week 1, we had some rain.
Yes, Laksisi, you would see all the folks tagging along with us, watching this live feed. You would see the ground at not the most ideal situation, but the players will have to manage and the game needs to continue. Penalty rewarded to Isipathana. Lovely kick there, gathering vital meters out there.
As keeper Navin Kanishka, his first kick of the season, and manages to gain some valuable meters for his team. As the Isipathana hooker, Hettiarachi. Hopefully he can have a good day. Yesterday we saw Trinity having a lot of problems with their line outs. Yes, the throw is good. And here we go, Isipathana goes for the rolling maul once again. They gain some good meters in their earlier attempt, and here once again they're advancing and advancing towards that try line. They're just few meters away. Will this be the first try for them? Can they get that early score? And yes, they do. That's the first try. The number 7 for Isipathana. Gamage scoring the first try for them of this season. Brilliant work, Isipathana, clearly using that rolling maul as a strategy in these conditions.
Lovely set piece work there by the forwards, doing their due diligence out there, supporting one another, having the rolling maul consistently going through, well supported by the rest of the forwards. Number 14 lining in the kick. That is Silva for you. Beautiful footage there. Good body position by the number 7 going through the whitewash. Not a successful attempt there on the conversion. But at the 8-minute mark, Isipathana leading 5-0 against Kingswood.
Yeah, just what the defending champions from last year wanted to begin their new season. Kingswood, on the other hand, didn't have the best of seasons. They were rebuilding a team last year, Naza. They lost all their games. They didn't have the best of results. But this year, even during the All-Ireland Sevens, they were much better. They were much more composed. So let's see whether they can transform that into the 15-side game as well. So Kingswood with the restart. A good high-hanging kick here, but Costa makes the collection. Isipathana forwards are clearly playing a huge part in this game already. Not using their line much, Isipathana, probably because of the conditions. And here's Costa gives the ball out to Naveen Kanishka, who decides to kick the ball. And it will go into touch. Brilliant work from the skipper. A very good kick from him so far. Naveen Kanishka's kicking game has been on point.
Beautiful spiral kick there by the skipper of Isipathana. The number 8 of Kingswood was attempting but did not have any opportunity given there. I think he slightly miscued the drop-off point. A blunder there for Kingswood on their first line-out attempt.
Here's a crooked throw signaled by the referee. So Isipathana, they get the ball back. This is very dangerous for Kingswood because whenever Isipathana get the ball in the opposition's half, they are always a threat to any team. So they have already scored a try today, so it will be interesting to see what sort of a strategy they follow. Will they continue to depend on their forwards in these early parts of the game as they have been during the first 10 minutes? Here's Di Costa with the put-in. Yes, Costa gives it out to Kanishka. Kanishka decides to go for a little kick, but advantage called to Kingswood.
Well gathered there by Kingswood. Had the situation under control, but like I said, Laksisi, Kingswood skipper has the game under control as of now. Referee running there back to the player. Seems to be having a situation down there. A head knock situation. So probably an HIA would be required. Well done there by the ref. Didn't proceed the game because players' health conditions is at the vital at this stage.
That's exactly Nazar, the number 11, I think, for Kingswood. The health officials are checking on him. Because at the end of the day, yes, the game must continue, but it's always very important to check on the health of the players who are on the field. Just trying to see whether he can balance himself, and it looks like he will have to be taken off, the player. Really not agreeing with that decision, but The health official is insisting him to get out of this field to make a replacement for Kingswood. No, he's literally pleading here to let him stay on the field. Unfortunately, the number 15 it is for Kingswood, the fullback, Asmi. He will have to leave the park.
As a player, you need to understand the future matters a lot. Game is at the essence. Yes, it is a crunch situation, but health needs to be looked after well. And all the officials taking relevant action, which is necessary, done pretty well by the committee out there, especially the ref pointing it out, noting it in, and calling in the officials. Kudos to that for the ref.
Yes, indeed, because the officials, the health officials, the referee, they have a huge responsibility on their shoulders because these are just schoolboys. So it's very important that these boys, they have to follow their instructions as well, because this is a long season and this is just the first game for them. So they must not take any risk here. So here's Isipathana with the ball again. Rinesh Silva gives it out to skipper Naveen Kanishka. Naveen Kanishka, who can forget his try during the Royal encounter last year, the league decider. Both the sides are showing a bit of aggression already.
Yes, likely said, Laksisi, aggression has been showing around the park, but discipline has to be at the most vital. Crunch situation games, always your guts and instincts are going to work overloaded, but you need to be the best judge of the situation to manage the game.
Naveen Kanishka once again. His third kick of the day, and he's on point once again for his team. Leading from the front, he is at the moment. Gain some valuable meters here. Now, a player that I'm really looking forward to see from Kingswood is Ishan Inul, someone who shined quite a lot during the All-Ireland Sevens this year. Not the best of throws from Isipathana. A golden opportunity for Kingswood, but unfortunately he has knocked the ball forward, couldn't gather it cleanly. And here's Isipathana once again. Their forwards trying to advance. Here's the number 2 and number 3, Dinusara and Tarusha. Yes, Kossa gives it out to Kanishka. Kanishka decides to kick and chase once again, but well collected from the replacement fullback, number 22, Badudin. The position is with Kingswood in their own 22 at the moment. A good little offload there before he got tackled. They must not get pushed into their own territory here, Kingswood. And here's a little kick. A brilliant collection from the number 11 for Kingswood. An advantage to Kingswood as well. Sikurajapati for Kingswood with that brilliant collection. Just look at this. That's brilliant. Amazing work from Sikurajapati. It would have been much better if he had the chance to go all the way after making that collection.
Copybook style there by the number 11, Sikurajapati. Lovely scenes there. And Kingswood have the momentum on their hand shifted towards them. Let's see whether they will be able to capitalize this. The second line-out feed for them. Lovely throw there, lovely throw. Ball well presented there. Isipathana defense not merging out of the competition.
And here's Kingswood working their line here, the number 12. And unfortunately for Kingswood, they have given the ball away. Now, 3 times they have managed to sneak into the Isipathana half, but always they have in all the 3 times they have given the ball away by making an error. They must not do this. They must make sure that this doesn't happen. Because when you're playing against Isipathana, you must make sure that they don't give the ball away to them. That's the most important thing. So here's another scrum for Isipathana. Di Costa with the feed in. Isipathana, of course, from the 3 trophies this year, they have won the All Ireland Sevens, coming in as favourites for this 15-side season as well. Playing against Kingswood, the team with a point to prove this year. And here's Naveen Kanishka. Another good kick deep into the Kingswood territory. Almost slipped. The number 22, Baduddin. Not sure whether that was the correct option. Isipathana putting a lot of pressure on Kingswood. There's Kingswood. The ball is still available for them. The number 13 decides to kick Imanka Ishara. Imanka Ishara, someone who played a huge part for them last year as well. One of those players who scored consistently for them in a season which was very hard for them. And here's Isipathana with the ball once again. Here's Costa, gives it out to Fernando. Fernando manages to evade the first tackler, takes 3 defenders of Kingswood with him. Yes, Costa gives it out to Kanishka. Kanishka doesn't pass it to Rinesh. He shows and goes, and he goes over for the second try of the game. Brilliant work from the Green Machine skipper.
Lovely scenes there, Laksisi. The brilliant play by the skipper, doing it and taking it up to his stand. A bit of a show and go, lovely bit of work there. Green Machine has it under control, and you'd see Salia Kumara there advising him. Lovely bit of play there. That was just brilliant to watch, going over the whitewash.
Well, that was like poetry in motion, isn't it? It was very similar to the try he scored against Royal last year. He did the exact same thing, showed and went right in between the 2 defenders. And here once again he did that. Vinay Silva couldn't get the first kick on target. So let's see whether he can get it done this time. It's a straightforward kick, so this has to go through. And it does so. It's 12 points to nil. Isipathana leading at the 19th minute mark. Even with the slippery, muddy conditions, Isipathana, their forwards are playing amazingly well, and even their line, they are running out of their skin as well.
Isipathana forwards doing the extra work there, but holding it well, going beyond and above than Kingswood. Kick to restart, a high hoisted kick there by Kingswood, well collected there by Costa for the Green Machine. Lovely bit of a play, where follows on, forwards all collected, taking in that ball was number 8, well supported there by the rest of the forwards. Continuity play given there to the skipper, gaining some momentum. Hopefully the bounce falls in correctly. Kingswood managing it. Not the ideal kick there. The entire team was onside.
And here's Fernando once again. Getting some valuable meters here. A little fumble there. Line offside, says the referee. More advantage coming towards Isipathana's way. And Isipathana, they already have 12 points and they want to make it 15. Another straightforward kick. So they will try to collect the 3 points. Well, at the moment, Isipathana showing a lot of aggression. They're attacking and they're attacking really well. Kingswood, they must make sure that when they get the ball, they don't give it away. That has been the story so far. That has been the cardinal mistake that they have been doing. Well, there have been some phases that they had the advantage, but whenever that happened, they have given the ball away. But on the other hand, Isipathana, whenever they had the ball, they have managed to advance towards Kingswood's territory, and they have managed to score. That has been the difference.
Just as you would have seen, skipper right away pointing it out towards the dugout, getting the decision out there, confirming to get the number 3. And yes, it is 12 points to Isipathana at the 21st minute mark. Isipathana as a team is well composed and managing the situation very well. Kudos to them coming all the way from Colombo, managing for the slippery situations. That was a wonderful kick there by the number 14. Restart to be taken over by Kingswood. Referee has been very vocal in this game, making his points clear out to the both teams.
And here's Kingswood with the restart. Makes the collection the number 7 for Isipathana, Di Silva. Beg your pardon, Gamage. And here's Randimal. A brilliant tackle from the Kingswood fullback. And it's a turnover ball, but I think Isipathana have managed to turn it over as well. Let's see. And I think Kingswood, they still have the ball. Yes, they do. They still have the ball. That was a brilliant run from Randimal, and that's a knock forward. You can't afford to do those mistakes. The number 10 runner for Kingswood. That was just, the ball was just straight in towards him. Why did he knock that forward? Probably the pressure heading into the youngster. Look at this, that was a straightforward ball, and that was coming towards him with a good height as well. You need to collect those balls, and especially very near to your own 22, you can't afford to make those mistakes. So here's the scrum for Isipathana. Costa will feed in. The crowd being very vocal for the Isipathana boys here. Coming all the way from Colombo to support their team in their season opener. Can Kingswood turn things around? Because so far it has all been Isipathana. Yes, Costa gives it out to Shamat. Shamat still with the ball. And just to take him down. Yes, Costa to Kanishka. Kanishka tries to go for a little show and go once again, but gets tackled this time. Isipathana still with the ball, a little fumble there, but Costa manages to recover. And here's the Isipathana forwards back in action. Here's Costa again, taking his time. Isipathana slowly advancing towards that try line. Kanishka gives a long pass out to Randimal. Randimal decides to run from left to right. Gets tackled in the process. As Costa. They're using their pack to perfection here, and they're already in the line, and they're all set to support the other players. And here's Naveen Kanishka with a brilliant pass. Brilliant inside pass to Rene Silva, but Kingswood up to the task. As Costa gives to Kanishka once again. And here's the big number 1. How many times we have seen him doing that? Fernando breaking the defensive line of Kingswood, but unfortunately the number 8 making the mistake, Jayavir. And that's collected. The ball is still available for Kingswood, but no, the referee calls it knock forward, advantage to Isipathana. A little sloppy passage of play from both the teams out there, Nazar, for the first time in this game, I think.
Cutting a bit of slack in there for the players. The situation is not as good as you would see there. Very slippery conditions out there. A bit unfortunate, but players are adjusting well. Love how the Isipathana forwards are putting their hands up and providing the best situation for the line out there, because the number one is working overload out there, having a good run, a good set of run there. Costa there presenting the ball. Back again, the skipper. Gaining some meters. That's a lovely kick there, you would see. It was just beautiful to watch.
Naveen Kanishka again. It's that man again. Scored a try. Gaining some valuable meters with all the kicks that he has managed to put away today. Just look at that. He actually kicked to the correct side, because the other side it's quite wet and it's quite muddy. But this side it's much better. So the ball will travel towards the touchline. So brilliant work from Isipathana College skipper. Isipathana clearly know what they're doing at the moment. And here's Hetiarachi with the throw-in. Will we see the rolling maul again? Yes, they're trying to attempt it, and the rolling maul is advancing. But Kingswood, they managed to get them down, but that's a penalty for Isipathana. So Isipathana, I think they might try to kick the ball out and get the line out. Or no, they will take the quick run here. The number 3, Tarusha, gaining some good meters here. And that's the third try for Isipathana. Hetiarachi going for the third try. It is brilliant from Isipathana. They are forwards, as you mentioned, Nasa Fernando, Dinusara, Tarusha and Hetiarachi. Those who have been remarkable today.
Yes, Laksisi correctly said, forwards are doing their work overtime given situation, putting their hands up, supporting the team really well out here. Isipathana managing the situation quite well than the home team, which is Kingswood, which they are known for these sort of weather conditions. They are supposed to be managing well, but Green Machines have walked in top. They are making a statement out here, coming back from the last year's standings. Rinesh Silva lining up the kick. There's a good punt there, but not the direction. Had the distance to go.
Well, we talked a lot about how the other 4 teams from the top 5 lost their first game this season. But Isipathana, they have come out all guns blazing here against Kingswood. Kingswood, I believe, they played good rugby, but unfortunately they made some costly errors here and there. That has been their downfall, that has led to their downfall. And here's the restart kick. And that's a knock forward. You might wonder why the referee stopped play there, because there was no need to do that, Naza. It really should have been the first try for Kingswood, because that was a clean collection after that fumble from Isipathana. And I believe there was no need to stop the play.
The game should have continued, but the ref had other ideas, blew out the whistle, called back to the place where the ball was knocked forward. Kingswood lining up the kick for some distance. Ishara lining up the kick, not as much gathered there in terms of meters. Kingswood seems to be troubled a lot mentally, I believe so. Not been assessing the situations right. In the other hand, Isipathana has come, like you said, all guns blazing. They've got a point to prove because why they are right at the top from the last season. Throw being lined by Kingswood. Oh, beautifully done there by Isipathana. Well collected. Then the skipper clears out, takes things way ahead of the Kingswood side. Ball fumbled there by the Kingswood player. But unfortunately, not clean ball there.
Kingswood, they need to keep the ball here. They must make sure they keep the ball. Yes, Kingswood, no, they haven't failed to keep the ball for a long period of time. That has been the issue. They decide to kick once again. A good collection from the Isipathana player, but the turnover. But unfortunately, that's advantage to Isipathana. The referee having a little chat with his assistant. Giving him a little warning, giving a little warning to the Kingswood player. Yes, Navin Kanishka with the kick. He has been very good with the kicks so far. So let's see whether he can put this kick away to gain some good meters for his team. As he manages to get them towards that 22-meter line of Kingswood. Isipathana, they have been very, very dangerous whenever they came to this 22-meter line of Kingswood. So Kingswood defense, they need to make sure they get the ball as soon as possible. A good line out here. And they're using that rolling maul again. And the Isipathana arching forward, arching towards that try line. Oh, they're still going. They're still going. The number 1, Fernando, has been quite a player for them in this game so far. It's still going. The rolling maul is still going for Isipathana. And unfortunately, the ball has been given away to Kingswood. Advantage to them. A good passage of play, but Kingswood, they have managed to get the ball back.
Isipathana doing things correctly by the books. Isipathana forwards doing tremendous work here, holding on to their scrums, running onto their ball, and you'd see number 9 there marching his troops, addressing accordingly. Let's see Kingswood if they can come out of jail from this position. Well collected there by the number 8. Good run there. But Isipathana has stolen the ball out there. Ball back with Isipathana.
Yes, Ishani Noon trying to go by himself, and he has given the ball away. Here's Shahid Sumri. The first real time we saw the ball with him today. Good defensive work from Kingswood. Here's Hetty Arachi, one of the try scorers for Isipathana. And here's Navin Kanishka. Fends off the first tackler, but gets a tackle from the next one. Here's Costa. Very nearly fumbled it, but they managed to recover. Here's Costa, gives it out to Jayavira. The number 8, Jayavira, very nearly breaks the defensive line of Kingswood. It's Costa to Rene Silva. Rene Silva to Shahid Sumri. Near Sumri, trying to find space. Gets tackled. And here's Randimal, who acts as the scrum half. Gives the ball out to Costa. Costa gives it out to Hettiarachi. Hettiarachi. The ball is back with Costa, who gives it out to the line. And unfortunately, that's a fumble from the number 10, number 12, Boteju.
You would see the eyes were being taken off before the ball was received. It would have been a different ball game if the ball was collected cleanly. Unfortunately, therefore, the Green Machines, Kingswood were well advancing there, managing their lines well. Laksisi, On a positive note, Kingswood have been defending well though. Looking at the structure, holding on well with this green machine at the 30th minute mark, holding them down for 20 points.
Yes, Ishani, Noon, Fernando and Ekanayaka, they're doing a good job here, especially the scrum half Ekanayaka, playing his heart out here, but unfortunately didn't get much support from other players except for Ishan and Ekanayaka. So the other players, they need to put their hand up here because there's still a lot of time remaining in this game. Anything can happen because we have seen even the bigger scores getting chased down. So let's see whether Kingswood can make a difference. It's the number 13, Nimanka Ishara, one of their key players from last year. We are yet to see him do his magic in this game. And with his, even with his 2 kicks, he didn't gain much meters even with that kick. He was not able to gain the yards that the team needed him because they are still in their own territory at the moment. So it's going to be a line out to Kingswood. Taking their time, Kingswood. A good line out to them. Now the ball is available. Very well defended from Isipathana. And yes, Kingswood still with ball. Has to go by himself. Manages to very nearly manage to fend off the first tackler, Shahid Sumri. But it's taken down. The ball is still with Kingswood. Yes, Kingswood, the number 9, Ekanayaka. As Ishan Ninun, one of the key players for them. Ekanayaka again gives the ball out. Decides to kick it. Randima collects the ball. Trying to find space on his left. And he's going. Will he go all the way? Brilliant tackle. Brilliant from the number 13, I think. Tackled him into touch. The number 13, Imanka Ishar, made that tackle because if he failed to do that, that would have been the 4th try, the bonus point try for Isipathana. He prevented him from doing that. Great work from Imanka Ishar.
Copybook style tackle there, ladies and gentlemen, if you've been watching here. Lovely bit of rugby overall coming into play. We will be stopping here for the first half. We will commence the second half as soon as possible. Let the teams take a break, have their breather, and we will join you back as soon as possible.
Yes, the half-time score confirmation. Isipathana 20, Kingswood yet to open their account. Isipathana, they have scored 3 ties so far, so 3 very good tries for them. And we very nearly scored a 4th one just at the end. And this is a Keel Stress Naimiri sausages, the bite that bites back. If you're in the mood for a bite to spice up your hangout or party, Keel Stress Naimiri sausages is the ideal pairing to spice up your parties, hangouts and gatherings with a unique and all-new flavor that will sting your taste buds with a hit of spicy Naimiris. This all-new sensation is brought to you by Keel Stress, one of Sri Lanka's most trusted and loved food brands. So here are the highlights from the first half. Isipathana scoring their first try of the season through Gamage on the 8th minute. That was. The conversion didn't go through. And then Naveen Kanishka with that little kick which nearly gave the ball to Rinesh Silva. But very good work from the Kingswood number 14 to gather the ball. And this was brilliant from the number 11, Sikurajapati for Kingswood. Unfortunately couldn't go through. And this was Naveen Kanishka, little show and go to score the second try for Isipathana. The conversion was successful at that moment for Isipathana. And then they scored a penalty as well through Rinesh Silva. They received that penalty as the line was offside of Kingswood. And then Hetty Arachi went over for the 3rd try. And that was another missed conversion for Isipathana. So at half-time, Isipathana still with the lead, 20 points to nil. We will be back after this very short break with all the action from the second half of this encounter between Isipathana and Kingswood.
More bite of rebel oh, for sunshine.
හැමදාම ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් නම් හැමදාම no problem. ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් හිස නිදහසේ ඉදිරියට.
Rebel oh, for love.
Hey, have you heard about Z?
Easy. We KYC.
Easy.
Mobile banking. Crazy.
Education loans and salary advances.
Amazing. Introducing the Digital Youth Account. NDBZ. NDBZ from NDB Bank. The future is banking on us.
Cheese රසට යාළුව සෙට් එක ස්මයිලි බෙදනවා ඕන වෙලාවක ස්නැක් එක දැක්කම හිත ෆික්ස් වෙනවා සරල කැමති අය දවස පුරාවට සැරයිල්ලනවා කැලිප්සෝ මික්ස් එක ඕන වෙලාවක නැගලම යනවා බෝරින් ලයිෆ් එක බ්‍රේක් අප් කරගෙන සල්ස නටනවා ලුණු රටාවට අනියන් කික් එක ෆුල් හැපනින් වෙනවා අචි
රටටම රස බෙදෙන මංජි රස බලකාය දැන් අලුත් වෙලා.
Coloma, beautiful outside and inside.
ඕනම දෙයක් කරන්න විදියක් තියෙනවා. ඒ තමයි තමන්ගේ විදිය. ජීවිතය අත්විඳින්න ආත්ම විශ්වාසයෙන් නැගී සිටින්න. බෝල්ඩ් ඔපම වෙන්න.
Coloma, beautiful outside and inside.
ඕනම දෙයක් කරන්න විදියක් තියෙනවා. ඒ තමයි තමන්ගේ විදිය. ජීවිතය අත්විඳින්න ආත්ම විශ්වාසයෙන් නැගී සිටින්න. බෝල්ඩ් ඔපම වෙන්න.
නව වැඩි දියුණු කළ ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් ඇක්ටිව් ක්ලිම්බසෝල් පළමු සේදීමෙන්ම ඉස්සොරි ඉවත් කරයි. හැමදාම ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් නම් හැමදාම no problem. ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් හිස නිදහසේ ඉදිරියට.
cheese රසට යාළුව සෙට් එක ස්මයිලි බෙදනවා ඕන වෙලාවක ස්නැක් එක දැක්කම හිත ෆික්ස් වෙනවා සරල කැමති අය දවස පුරාවට සැරයිල්ලනවා කැලිප්සෝ මික්ස් එක ඕන වෙලාවක නැගලම යනවා බෝරින් ලයිෆ් එක බ්‍රේක් අප් කරගෙන සල්ස නටනවා ලුණු රටාවට අනියන් කික් එක ෆුල් හැපනින් වෙනවා අචි
රටටම රස බෙදෙන මංජි රස බලකාය දැන් අලුත් වෙලා.
Fun tamai.
Introducing NeosPay, a fun way to make payments from your Neos app. For the fun of paying, #NeosPaid.
හැමදාම ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් නම් හැමදාම no problem. ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් හිස නිදහසේ ඉදිරියට.
Enjoy the infinite possibilities of the freedom of space, inspired by the beauty of our land. Sri Lanka's finest finished, largest sized porcelain tile collection. Majestica. Lanka tiles. Fine living. Redefined.
ඕනම දෙයක් කරන්න විදියක් තියෙනවා. ඒ තමයි තමන්ගේ විදිය. ජීවිතය අත්විඳින්න ආත්ම විශ්වාසයෙන් නැගී සිටින්න. බෝල්ඩ් ඔපම වෙන්න.
Manicure hot and spicy, trending fashion on a navy. Rasa baby, Papare beat ke Saturday ko tumhe Punjabi. Let baby,
තමයි.
Coloma, beautiful outside and inside.
ඕනම දෙයක් කරන්න විදියක් තියෙනවා. ඒ තමයි තමන්ගේ විදිය. ජීවිතය අත්විඳින්න ආත්ම විශ්වාසයෙන් නැගී සිටින්න. බෝල්ඩ් ඔපම වෙන්න.
නව වැඩි දියුණු කළ ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් ඇක්ටිව් ක්ලිම්බසෝල් පළමු සේදීමෙන්ම ඉස්සොරි ඉවත් කරයි. හැමදාම ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් නම් හැමදාම no problem. ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් හිස නිදහසේ ඉදිරියට.
The time has come, once again, for the Warriors to battle in pursuit of supremacy. Dialog Schools Rugby League. The battle for supremacy starts in June.
Season 1 දැනුම, Season 2 චරිතාවලිය, Season 3 ක්‍රීඩා විප්ලව.
Welcome back to the live action from the Bogambara Stadium. You're joining with the second half. This clash between Isipathana and Kingswood. Isipathana leading this game at the moment 20 points to nil. So let's see whether Kingswood College can mount a comeback in this second half. They had their moments. Their players like Ekanayaka, Ishani, Nimanka, Ishara, Sikurajavati, they have shown glimpses of some very good skills during that first half. But unfortunately, they just couldn't continue when they had the momentum. So let's see whether the continuity factor will be there for Kingswood in this second half. So Isipathana will take the first kick of the second half. Skipper Navin Kanishka with the kick. That's the first kick of the second half. Clean collection, very nearly collided with each other, and that's a fumble in the very first move of the second half from Kingswood. Exactly not what they wanted to begin the second half, because they're behind, they're 20 points behind, and that's not what they need early in the game. That's probably a replacement player. It's Ishara for Kingswood. Some fresh jerseys out there in the middle for Kingswood. So they have made some changes coming into the second half. Tiara with the throw in for Isipathana. Well collected, but the throw not straight, says the referee. There's Ishani Noon. Takes the quick tap and decides to kick it. Kalindu Shenal makes the collection. Navin Kanishka gives it out to Rinesh Silva. Rinesh Silva still hanging out there. The ball is still available for Isipathana. De Costa gives it out to Kanishka. Kanishka decides to kick. A good collection from the Kingswood College. Baduddin, the replacement of fullback for them. Here's Kalindu Shenal. Gives it out to Randimal. Hettiarachi takes the ball out from the ruck.
Isipathana forwards there getting things wrong at that instance, diving in towards that ruck. as correctly pointed out by the ref. Kingswood taking in matters to their hand and pointing out for 3 points out there. It is going to be a difficult kick coming out from the 45-meter mark. With the direction, we probably are looking in about a 50-meter the distance. Let's see if the Kingswood kicker can get this through to have the first points on the board. Imanka Ishar lining up the kick for Kingswood College. Short of distance, not collected cleanly by the Isipathana player out there. Rightly said, it is a knock forward.
Di Costa making that error, knocking the ball forward. They tried to go for the 3 points from the 40-meter mark. It was at least a distance of 40 meters was there. Di Costa probably got confused from the ball hitting that goal post. Lost the ball forward. Now a great opportunity for Kingswood to get their first try. The referee asked the two teams to re-engage. Can Kingswood get that first try? They need that very badly. We are in the 40th minute mark. The referee having a little word with the two teams, especially the forwards from the two teams.
With the situation taking into consideration, referee speaking to the front rowers to make sure that they have a solid platform for the scrum. Kingswood in a brilliant position of attack. If they can capitalize, this can be the first points for Kingswood.
And here's the big man, Ishan Inoon. Unfortunately loses the ball forward, Ishan Inoon. He's a very, very strong boy, Ishan Inoon. We saw that during the All-Ireland Sevens, and out there very nearly he took around 3 defenders with him. Look at that. Naveen Kanishka is also there. Naveen Kanishka, Jayavir, all of them tried to tackle him, but he was going strong, but unfortunately lost the ball forward. Now it's going to be a scrum for Isipathana now. A good chance for them to get out of jail. Di Costa with the feed in. Jaivir gets the ball out to Costa, and Randima loses the ball. Fumbles it into touch. Some errors coming out from Isipathana in the second half. Now this has to be a golden opportunity for Kingswood now.
Yes, this could be a costly error coming down there from the Isipathana player. Now we need to wait and see if Kingswood can capitalize this position given by Isipathana. Fresh jerseys in for Kingswood College. Floated throw there by the number 2. And he scores. That's a confirmation by the ref. Ishara scores in the first points for Kingswood College.
Yes, the big man Ishara was brought in for the second half as a replacement. Ishara scoring the first try for Kingswood. A much needed one for them. As I said, the errors kept coming up from Isipathana, and Kingswood made the most use of it. And they have scored the first try. A great collection from that line out, and it was that man Ishani Noon again giving the pass out to Ishara. There was no stopping him. So Ishan Inun, the number 8 to attempt for the kick. He's playing as number 8, Ishan Inun. Quite the all-round as it seems. Will this have the legs?
Like we get the confirmation, Ishan is a soccer player. It did have the distance but not the direction. A great prospect for Sri Lanka out there as an individual talent, standing out well for Kingswood. Isipathana lining in their kick for the restart. The situation of the field doesn't seem that good at all after the first half of progression. Things have got a bit too slippery out there. Kick being hoisted, a short round kick. Well collected there by Kingswood.
Good defense from Shahid Sumri, but Kingswood still with the ball. Here's Ishan Inun, and that's a knock forward advantage to Isipathana. Jayavira collects the ball. Yes, Costa gives it out to Hettiarachi to Boteju. Naveen Kanishka loses the ball but loses it backwards, so they still have the ball, Isipathana. Costa again gives it out to Hettiarachi. Hettiarachi trying to power his way forward, and he has lost it forward this time. And here's a good opportunity for Kingswood. Can they make use of it? So the referee will go back to that initial knock forward. So it's going to be a scrum in favour of Kingswood. So Kingswood getting some momentum, and Isipathana making some back-to-back errors in the second half.
We need to see the Isipathana boys, the front row especially, or the forwards perhaps, have been gassing it out in the first half. We need to see whether they have another 10 minutes more to gas it out full out there for the game. This is where the physical and the mental strength will come in to push your team across the line.
And here's Ishan Inun. Carries Jayavira along with him. Gain some valuable meters. They're at the halfway mark now. And Ishara fumbles it again. Knocks it forward straight towards Hettiarachi, I think. Yes, Costa gives it out to Tarusha. And this Costa gives it out to Kanishka. Kanishka decides to kick the ball. And he lost the ball, the number 22 for Kingswood, Baduddin. As Kingswood with the ball in danger territory here, they need to get the ball out of there quickly. Decides to kick, and Rinesh Silva collects it. Rinesh gives the pass to Kalindu Shenal. Kalindu gives it out to Naveen Kanishka. And here's a knock forward from Kingswood. It was Bandar who knocked it forward. A loose pass from Kalindu Shenal to Naveen Kanishka. Very nearly caused Isipathana. Is the replay. Kalindu Shenal. A wayward pass right over the head of Naveen Kanishka, and Bandar from Kingswood. He really should have collected that, but unfortunately knocked it forward. So it's going to be a scrum for Isipathana now. A 15-point deficit.
Replacements have been sent out for Isipathana. Number 11 being replaced. Randimal going out there.
Gold hair and body wash shaker.
So Costa with the feed in. Still 20 points to 5 now. We are in the 47th minute. Takes the ball out. Costa gives it to Boteju. Boteju to Navin Kanishka. Here Shahid Sumri. Very nearly tackled into touch, but manages to get the ball out. Very good from the Isipathana number 8 Jayavira. Here's Navin Kanishka. With another good kick. It won't go into touch. The Kingswood fullback collects it and kicks it away. Straight towards Kalindu Shenal. Kalindu gives it out to Navin. Navin to Shahid Sumri. Shahid slips a bit here. Ishan Inun, the big man, with a very good tackle. Costa gives it out to Hettiarach. Hettiarach this time to Navin Kanishka, the new man on the field. Pranavira gets the ball and this is Rene Silva. Rene Silva gets tackled, but gains some valuable meters for his team. There's Tarusha trying to power his way, trying to muscle his way forward. And that's a turnover. Holding on, says the referee. Very good work from Kingswood.
Third rower's duty done by number 10 for Kingswood. Ball was well gathered there. Hands away from the ruck, right away. Ball has not managed to go into touch. Isipathana take balls into the play. Continues. A bit of broken play, a bit of arjibaji here and there.
Yes, Shahan Kalindu caught in traffic. Advantage to Isipathana. Line offside, says the referee. Takes the quick tap, Shahid Sumri. Yes, Sumri, where's the first tackler? Where's the second one as well? Decides to kick and chase, and that's clearly a foul. And that's the try. Isipathana, they score the fourth try, the try which will give them the bonus point. It is Gamage who scores the third try for them. Shahid Sumri, who created that try for Isipathana, is the try scorer Gamage. The 49th minute, Isipathana getting that bonus point try for them.
Lovely bit of work there by Shahid Sumri. Taken the quick tap and put in that punt right across to the following player, number 7, coming in there. A good support run there by the third row. Managed to score Silva lining up the kick for Isipathana. At the 50th mark, Isipathana leading the run chase at 25-5. Lovely kick there by the number 14 Silva. So that is 27 points to 5 to Isipathana. The Green Machines coming all the way from Colombo, calling it shots down in Central Province against the Kingswood.
Brilliant kick from Rene Silva. Missed 2 out of his 3 attempts earlier, but this time gets it right. Lets the ball bounce, Isipathana, and that goes into touch. That's bounce over the head of Shahid Sumri. And I think he got some hand on that as well. So it's going to be a line out. Ishara, the try scorer for Kingswood with the throw in. Can Kingswood win this line out and put some pressure on Isipathana? It's a long throw. They collect it brilliantly. Yes, Ishan Inoon. And he knocks it forward, Ishan Inoon. He had supporters. Just tried to go by himself, and Isipathana taking the ball. Here's Ranavira, the youngster for Isipathana. Gets tackled, and so it's going to be a scrum for Isipathana. The referee going back to that initial knock forward from Ishan Inoon of Kingswood. So 27 points to 5 Kingswood. They are chasing this game. So as I mentioned so many times in this encounter, Kingswood, they have been lackluster when it comes to ball handling. That has led to their downfall. Isipathana, yes, they made errors now and then, but for majority of the time they have been good with their ball handling. That has been the case. That's why the scoreline shows like this. It's 27 for Isipathana and 5 to Kingswood. And here's Di Costa. Takes the ball out, gives it to Naveen Kanishka. Naveen Kanishka has been superb with his kicking game today. Kicks the ball into touch once again. Brilliant from this keeper. His red accurate kicks still going strong, even deep into the second half. From the 22-meter line, he has managed to take his team over the halfway mark towards Kingswood's territory.
Given the slippery conditions, all forwards need to be applauded, because all scrums have been quite stable. Not a slippery situation, but the back runners have been finding it a bit difficult with their wheels, because they usually use blades on their boots.
And that's another line out which doesn't go the way of Kingswood, but they have managed to turn it over. Very nearly fumbles it. I think they still have the ball. Yes, they still have the ball, Kingswood. They're in their own half at the moment. Here's Ishan Inoon. Ishan Inoon, clearly their playmaker. They trust him a lot with the ball, with the kicks as well. But so far, he has not been able to gain yards for them. And here's Kyle Dushenal, who collects that kick from Kingswood, but the referee goes back to the earlier advantage. Line offside, says the referee. Baduddin with the kick. Here's Baudin with the kick. It finds touch. So we get back into Isipathana's territory here. The clock is slowly running out for Kingswood College. If they are to catch up with Isipathana, they need 22 more points, which seems to be a very long journey for them if they are to catch up with Isipathana. It's Ishara with the throw-in. They managed to recover, Kingswood. Very nearly fumbled it at the line out once again. And here's Ekanayaka. Tries to find some space in the middle. Ranavira for Kingswood. Ekanayaka. And here's Ishara, the try scorer, the big man. Gives it out to Ishan Inoon. Can Kingswood find some continuity in this play? A loose pass, but they somehow managed to recover. And that's a turnover. Brilliant from Fernando. Has been so good for them in this game. And here's Ranavira, the youngster, put under a lot of pressure. Sumri with the chase. Can he outrun? And here's Kalindu Shenal, and looks like Sumri Ahmed will go down for the try. Yes, that's a try. And that's going to be a yellow card to Bandara of Kingswood. Shahid Sumri with the try. And it was brilliant from Kalindu Shenal, who chased it. Kalindu and Shahid Sumri both chased it. A lot of pressure on Bandara, the number 14 for Kingswood. And at the end, trying to stop that try, he conceded a yellow card as well. So that's the 5th try for Isipathana. Shahid Sumri scoring his first try of the season.
Brilliant bit of play there by Isipathana. Good supported run and well judged kick there. Silver lining in the conversion kick for Isipathana. Watching closely there, Isipathana with the kicker. A lovely punt there, but has not got the direction. Isipathana calling it shots out here at Bogambara with 32 points to 5 at the 60th minute. Quite unfortunate to see a player being that is one of the forwards for Isipathana being taken out. The conditions are not that great for play, but unfortunately the play has to continue.
And I think he's one of their key players from the day, Fernando, who had to be taken out. Kingswood with the ball here. And that's very loose from Isipathana.
Number 2, without the ball tackling.
Yes, they are leading, but they can't afford to do these mistakes. They really don't need to let Kingswood off the hook even during the last 12 minutes, although they have scored 5 tries and they have a 27-point lead. I think Kingswood will attempt for the 3 points, I think. Imanka Ishara tried for the penalty early in the game as well, but he didn't have the legs. But this time
Don't move.
it's much more straighter. So let's see whether this will have the distance and the direction needed to get the 3 points.
The points are good for Kingswood. Isipathana playing with a numerical advantage out here because one of the Kingswood players have been sin-binned for that previous encounter. But managing to tick the scores up to 8 points.
Isipathana number 7. Green number 7.
The replacements are coming in for Isipathana, the fresh legs.
As earlier we saw Mahapitigama coming into the field, and right now it's Dilshan who's on the field. A good high-hanging kick makes the collection Ishara for Kingswood.
Get back.
As Kingswood trying to run from their own 22. Not gaining much meters here. Goes for the kick. doesn't have much legs, but it's a good chase. Costa fumbles it, so it's a knock forward, advantage to Kingswood. The second time that Di Costa made that mistake in this game. With the conditions, it's never easy to make collections, especially during plays like that. And as you can see, another fresh jersey on the Isipathana College pack. It's Bento Tage, who's in the field right now. And the Kingswood scrum half seems to have been replaced as well. Ekanayaka had a decent game, but at the moment he has been taken out. Advantage to Kingswood. Here's Ishan Inun, takes the quick tap, gives the ball out to Disanayaka. As Disanayaka, the replacement scrum half, goes for the long pass. That's loose, very loose from Kingswood. They were just building up some confidence, some momentum, but unfortunately another error, another mishap has given the ball away to Isipathana.
Kingswood players clouding their judgment out there. Ishan Inun trying to overcook things, like I would see in terms of the Kingswood outfit. He is calling in the shots. He's trying to take the advantage as much as possible, but not finding enough support and luck on his side. Fresh legs coming in for Isipathana. Lovely to see the jerseys with that colours, but the players who have spent a little bit of time cannot be distinguished by the others. Mostly covered by the situation around, muddy climate situation.
And here's Isipathana. Brilliant chase from the new man on the field for Isipathana. It's Hiran with that brilliant chase, but it's going to be a turnover for Kingswood. Disanayaka gives the ball out, and it's advantage to Kingswood. The referee will go back to the initial advantage line offside, says the referee. But how good was that chase from the new guy on the field? Hiran wearing the number 25 jersey for Isipathana. As Kingswood with the kick makes the collection. Kandu Shenal. And that's a forward pass from Kandu Shenal to Dilshan. Yes, clearly a forward pass from Kandu Shenal. Isipathana making more changes. Ahmed and Hettiarachi, they go out. Played brilliantly, both of them. Hettiarachi with the throw-ins at the line out was very good throughout the day. And as their replacements, Ibrahim has taken the field for Isipathana. There's Disanayaka with the feed in for the Kingswood scrum. Very well tackled, but Kingswood still with the ball. Yes, that's loose work from Kingswood, but they managed to keep the ball as it was knocked backwards, and this time it's knocked forward. They have knocked the ball forward quite a number of times today, Kingswood.
Conditions coming to play out there. Balls, as you would see, the ball is quite slippery, covered in mud. The young lads have managed the situation very well. Isipathana with the feed in.
Number 21. It's a free kick. Delay.
A free kick there for Kingswood. Moving forward. Kingswood need to support their players around. Ishan Inun with there. Oh, had a good dashing run, having it. Managed to fend off a couple Isipathana players there. Kingswood need to keep things simple in order to bridge the gap. Going forward, a dashing run there by Kingswood. Ball not collected cleanly, unfortunately.
Yes, that was unfortunate. It was Ranavira with that dashing run for Kingswood. But unfortunately, they knocked the ball forward. No, just like always, when they had the momentum, they had knocked it forward. That has been the case for them. This was that run. It was brilliant. Found that gap in between three oncoming Isipathana players. Where's Isipathana with the scrum. Bomit with the feeding. Dilshan goes for the kick. Doesn't find touch. That's probably the most slippery area of the ground at the moment. A lot of players from both the sides slipping quite a lot in that area. The Kingswood player trying to take the quick tap. And that's a yellow card to Isipathana number 19, Bentotage. So both the teams are playing with 14 men at the moment. And just as the Isipathana player went out, the Kingswood player has been reinserted into this game. So Kingswood with the numerical advantage at the moment. But they don't have enough time to catch up with Isipathana. But a consolation try here will be great for Kingswood.
Likely said, Laxisi having a consolation try will lead them to have their heads held high. Isipathana with a run. Ball being distributed well by Isipathana. Kicked in, put in across to chase.
That was another knock forward from the Kingswood player. They have knocked the ball forward at least 10 times during the last 15 to 20 minutes, Kingswood. Which led to their downfall clearly in this game, even during the first half. They had a lot of mishaps while collecting the ball from their passes. Especially when they tried to go for the close-in passes, they have not managed to gather it cleanly. So the replacement scrum of Bomit with the put in for Isipathana. We are in the final minute in this game according to our clock. So Isipathana, they have sealed this game comprehensively. Probably would love to score another try. Still with the ball, Isipathana. Here's Bomet, gives it out to Hiran. Tries to kick and chase, and here's Kalindu Shenal with a good chase. Isipathana trying to get the turnover ball, but Kingswood still up to the task. And that's a touchdown, but unfortunately it doesn't stay in the playing field as the rains have returned to Bogambara Stadium. Throughout this game, we didn't get rain, although the conditions were slippery due to the drizzling and the heavy rains which we had before the start of play. And just before the final whistle, the rains have returned. So yes, Kingswood with the 22-meter kick here. That's messy, very messy from Kingswood, and that's the game. The unbeaten defending champions from last year, Isipathana College, they have started the 2023 season with a bang. They have been very clinical. They have been very good today with their performance. So they have managed to register a 32 points to 8 win over Kingswood College to begin their account. A bonus point win for them. This is just what they wanted to begin the proceedings, Isipathana College. And on the other hand, for Kingswood, they had some good performances from players like Ishan Inoon, the scrum half Kanayaka, Ishara, who scored that try, but they were comprehensively outplayed by a much better side today.
Lovely performance there by the Green Machines, coming on top at the Bogambara this evening. Lovely scenes to be watched out there, players congratulating each other, having the camaraderie. Into fact, the fellowship carries a long way.
Well, that was the full-time score confirmation, and this is the Keel's Crest Naimiri sausages. If you're in the mood for a bite to spice up your hangout or party, Keel's Crest Naimiri sausages is the ideal pairing to spice up your parties, hangouts and gatherings with a unique and all-new flavor that will sting your taste buds with a hit of spicy Naimiris. This all-new sensation is brought to you by Keel's Crest, one of Sri Lanka's most trusted and loved food brands. Keel's Crest Naimiri sausages, the bite that bites back. These are the highlights from this game. The full-time score is Isipathana 32, Kingswood 8. Ishan Inoon, who had some sparks of good runs, but just couldn't get over the line. But he created that only try which Kingswood scored. Gave out that pass to Ishara. The conversion was not successful. This was Shahid Sumri, a brilliant supporting run from Gamage, who scored that try for Isipathana. That was a beautiful conversion from Rinesha Silva. It was another kick and chase, Kalindu Shenal. Then another little kick from Shahid Sumri. Kalindu Shenal with a third kick, and Shahid Sumri, who was there as the supporting runner, managed to touch down to score his first try of the season, and then a penalty for Kingswood College to make it 8 points. The key stats from the game: Kingswood 8, Isipathana 32. Kingswood 1 try and 1 penalty. Isipathana 5 tries, 2 conversions and 1 penalty. the player of the match, H. Fernando from Isipathana, for being the most reliable forward for them in this game under very hard conditions. He was exceptional. So hope he's fine as well, because he was carried off the field during the 60th minute mark. And these are the upcoming fixtures of round 1. In week 2, we have St. Anthony's College, who shocked St. Joseph's in the first week, taking on Isipathana College, the newcomers to Division 1 Segment A, and then St. Thomas's taking on Isipathana. Both the teams who registered wins on week 1 clashing with each other at Mount Lavinia, and Wesley taking on St. Joseph's. Both the teams lost their opening game, so it's an important clash for the teams. And Dhamaraja, who made history yesterday beating Trinity, will face Sahira, another newcomer here at Bogambara. And Science, who very nearly overcame Vidyartha, will face Royal. So another encounter where both the teams lost their opening game, and then Vidyartha taking on Trinity. Vidyartha won their first game, Trinity lost their first game, so it's an important game once again for both the sides. Vidyartha to keep their unbeaten streak, to make it 2 weeks in a row to be winning a game, and then Trinity trying to register their first win of the season after losing for the first time ever against Dhamaraja yesterday. So thank you very much for joining with us today. We will bring you all the action of the Dialog Schools Rugby League 2023 from next week, because there are 6 exciting games coming up. So thank you very much for joining with us from all around the globe. Have a good night.
Beautiful outside and inside.
මේ ජොබ් එක අදම කරන්න ඕනේ.
අදම? No problem.
ඕගොල්ලොත් එන්නේ ඉවෙන්ට් එකට. ඩ්‍රෙස් කෝඩ් එක black.
Black? No problem.
නව වැඩි දියුණු කළ ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් ඇක්ටිව් ක්ලිම්බසෝල් පළමු සේදීමෙන්ම ඉස්සොරි ඉවත් කරයි. ස්වභාවික සාරයන් හිස පෝෂණය කරයි.
නටමුද?
No problem.
හැමදාම ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් නම්
හැමදාම no problem.
ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් හිස නිදහසේ ඉදිරියට.
හිත තාලනට වෙනා වන්නිනිම වින්නුනා සරදාවී අතනාරි කොප්තුමී පම්තමා කොප්තුමී පම්තමා ප්‍රීමා කොප්තුමී පම්තමයි
ඕනම දෙයක් කරන්න විදියක් තියෙනවා. ඒ තමයි තමන්ගේ විදිය. ජීවිතය අත්විඳින්න, ආත්ම විශ්වාසයෙන් නැගී සිටින්න. ගෝල්ඩ් ඔපම වෙන්න.
චීස් රසට යාළුව සෙට් එක ස්මයිලි බෙදනවා. ඕන වෙලාවක ස්නැක් එක දැක්කම හිත ෆික්ස් වෙනවා. සරද කැමති අය දවස පුරාවට සැරයිල්ලනවා. කැලිප්සු මික්ස් එක ඕන වෙලාවක නැගලම යනවා. බෝරින් ලයිෆ් එක බ්‍රේක් අප් කරගෙන සල්ස නටනවා. ලුණු රටාවට අනියන් කික් එක ෆුල් හැපනින් වෙනවා. රටටම රස බෙදෙන මංජි රස බලකාය දැන් අලුත් වෙලා.
Beautiful outside and inside. Coloma, beautiful outside and inside.
Your embrace so warm, with one more bite of revel for sunshine. Don't wanna miss this pouring rain, pleasing my soul. With one more bite of revel for the rain. This freedom takes me close, but I am never free.
ජීවිතය අත්තිනින්න ආත්ම විශ්වාසයෙන් නැගී සිටින්න ගෝල්ඩ් ඔපම වෙන්න.
Hey, have you heard about Z?
ZZ. WeKYC.
Easy.
Mobile banking. Crazy.
Education loans and salary advances.
Amazing. Introducing the Digital Youth Account. NDBZ. NDBZ from NDB Bank. The future is banking on us.
Enjoy the infinite possibilities of the freedom of space, inspired by the beauty of our land. Sri Lanka's finest finished, largest sized porcelain tile collection. Majestica. Lanka Tiles. Fine living redefined.
Introducing NeosPay, a fun way to make payments from your Neos app. For the fun of paying, #NeosPaid.
I came from the mud. There's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. They sing on a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon.